Now, I thought that hate was too strong of a word at the time. Angel Reese is damn sure jealous of Caitlin Clark. She's got a lot of anger. She has a lot of resentment towards the Great White Hope. But I thought the bitterness was professional. I thought Angel Reese was jealous because Caitlin Clark is a mainstream draw.
The rivalry that ignited during the 2023 NCAA championship has erupted once more. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, two of the WNBA's brightest stars, are at the center of a controversy that's shaking the league. Allegations of hate speech, threats of suspension, and a league under scrutiny. What really happened between these two? Let's delve into the full story.
Right there. There's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like, and share it. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me?
On May 17th, 2025, during a heated matchup between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky, tensions boiled over. Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese led to a physical confrontation, resulting in technical fouls for both teams. The game concluded with a decisive 93-58 victory for the Fever, but the incident sparked a firestorm of reactions.
Tyler Marsh, he immediately earned my respect yesterday.
In the aftermath, reports surfaced alleging that Angel Reese was subjected to racist comments from fans. The WNBA launched an investigation into these claims, emphasizing a zero-tolerance policy for hate speech. Caitlin Clark and her teammates expressed support for the investigation, highlighting the need for respectful fan behavior.
Angel Reese reposted this to her TikTok account. I know the image is blurry and filled with grammatical and spelling errors. I'm honestly surprised that whoever posted this originally was able to spell "the" correctly. But the message, it says, "White girl running from the fade."
Angel Reese took to her podcast to share the challenges she's faced, including death threats and harassment, attributing much of it to certain fan behaviors. She emphasized that while she respects Caitlin Clark, the actions of some fans have crossed the line.
I'm assuming, though, that the racial connotation here is that Caitlin Clark is a scared white girl running away from the black woman. When the reality is, Caitlin Clark was just treating Angel Reese just like the rest of the WNBA audience is treating Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark walked away from the fight and treated Angel Reese like an afterthought.
Commissioner Kathy Engelbert addressed the situation, highlighting the league's cultural significance and the attention its players receive. However, some players felt the response lacked directness in condemning racist behavior, calling for stronger stances against such issues.
Whatever I got told was Angel Reese about the white girl didn't want any of the fade or something like that. I thought it had to be a mistake. Somebody asked me about it and I said, no, surely to God she would not have even Angel Reese surely realizes not to repost something like that, right? Hell, I guess I was wrong.
This incident underscores the challenges the WNBA faces as it grows in popularity. The league must navigate the complexities of player rivalries, fan behavior, and media narratives, ensuring that the sport remains inclusive and respectful for all.
There's no room for hate, this and that and the other one, and you got a player that's blatantly advocating for violence against far and away your most popular player. All right, and bringing race into the situation.
As the WNBA continues to rise, the actions of its players, fans, and leadership will shape its future. The league stands at a crossroads, with the responsibility to uphold its values and support its athletes. The world is watching.
Mutual respect has been replaced with disdain. And judging by Angel Reese's own TikTok account, it appears that it could be racially motivated.
What are your thoughts on the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark controversy? Share your opinions in the comments below.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke and not only allows but encourages racism against white people.
Angel Reese has always played with fire, but this time, she might have gone too far. A shocking TikTok post targeting Caitlin Clark has set social media ablaze. Is this just trash talk, or a dangerous escalation that threatens her WNBA career?
Boy over at Outkick, Bobby Burack, who's a hell of a good journalist, did reach out to the WNBA. Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, two of the biggest names in women's basketball. One driven by flash and confrontation, the other by poise and precision. Their rivalry began on the NCAA hardwood and exploded into the national spotlight. But things have taken a darker turn.
Talk about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment, nor would it address Reese suggesting she wants to fight Caitlin Clark. So much for, quote, zero tolerance for hate.
Reese reposted a TikTok showing Clark walking away with the caption, "White girl running from the fade." In sports slang, a fade means a fight. To many, it felt like more than rivalry. It felt racial. It felt hateful. And the backlash? Instant.
And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
Fans exploded online. "This is not competition. This is race baiting," wrote one user. A sports analyst chimed in, "This isn't banter. It's a veiled threat." Even WNBA insiders admitted this was different. This crossed the line.
Angel Reese posted this on TikTok yesterday. Here we are, 24 hours later, and I have yet to see the WNBA launch an investigation. Well, that's strange. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Wasn't it last Thursday that the WNBA launched their No Space for Hate campaign?
Under the WNBA's social media policy, hate speech and threats are zero tolerance. Yet days passed and the league said nothing. No fine, no statement, not even a warning. Fans started to ask, why the silence?
Fans are gonna go after Brittany Griner over that. They're going to heckle her over that. I heard that yesterday and was like, are you kidding me? Fact, Brittany Griner got arrested in Russia for cannabis oil, which is illegal in Russia. You expect sports fans to not literally heckle her with that during the game? Have you ever been to a Raiders game, an Eagles game? You gotta be kidding me.
Reports suggest Chicago Sky's assistant coach Tyler Marsh wasn't impressed. Sources claim he's pushed for internal discipline. If true, it shows some in the league do see a line was crossed. But still, where is the league leadership?
Wouldn't this be an example of hate? Wouldn't this be an example of social media harassment? Me personally, I wouldn't do anything about it. I think everyone should be allowed to speak their minds and let the market decide who they will support. But that is clearly not the WNBA's approach.
When Clark faced racist heckling in Indiana, the WNBA acted fast. But when Reese reposted a video that arguably pushed racist messaging, silence. Fans, on both sides, are calling it a double standard. Is the league protecting Angel Reese?
The diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelberg. She has decided to take a more militant approach. She wants to police behavior. She wants to censor speech. Now, with that being the case, why hasn't the WNBA launched an investigation into Angel Reese?
Sports media isn't letting this slide. Bobby Burack of Outkick reached out to the WNBA. Their response? No comment. That response, or lack of one, only fueled speculation that this league plays favorites.
It has been almost a week since this supposed hate speech took place. In that time, there hasn't been a single shred of evidence presented. 5 days in an era where nothing is hidden, nothing seems to be confidential, and there hasn't been one piece of evidence to support.
The WNBA has worked years to reach this moment. Caitlin Clark brought millions of new eyes. But now, toxic rivalries and racial drama could threaten that momentum. Reese's post may hurt more than just her image. It could damage the sport's future.
These baseless claims from the WNBA. But we do have evidence of potential hate speech from Angel Reese, which was directed at the cash cow. It was directed at the only player in this league that's capable of drawing an audience.
Behind the scenes, sources say a suspension is on the table. But the league fears backlash, both from fans and media. If Adam Silver or the WNBA step in now, they'll need to explain. Why the delay? Why the double standard?
It's engaging. They opened a big investigation into an obvious fake racism hoax, and the media ran with it. Yeah, I mean, you got people with ESPN making absurd comments right now.
This could have been a golden age for women's basketball. And maybe it still can be. But it starts with accountability. Rivalries? Great for business. Hate? Not so much. It's time for the league to choose. Protect stars or protect the sport.
He immediately earned my respect yesterday.
Was Angel Reese's post just poor judgment or something more dangerous? Should the WNBA act or stay silent? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts below and subscribe because this story's just getting started.
If you want to keep all these new fans around and you want to be treated like a real sports league, you've got to start taking things like this seriously and quit worrying about going after somebody because they made a crack about Brittany Griner being arrested in Russia. Like the NBA and Adam Silver should get involved here.
Just maybe. It's because this initiative was never meant to monitor WNBA players. It was never meant to monitor the minuscule fan base of Angel Reese. This program was specifically designed for fans of Caitlin Clark, or as the media prefers to call them, white people. Marsh just admitted was he did not hear any hate speech during the game. And he didn't even know about this until the WNBA launched an investigation. And more than likely, the WNBA launched their investigation based on what people were saying on social media. Thoughts on this? Angel Reese post a potentially racially motivated tweet about Caitlin Clark. Has Angel Reese been influenced by her jealous colleagues in the WNBA? Why hasn't the WNBA launched an investigation into Angel Reese?